And I go to my knees and I was like, tell me what you want. What do you want me to do? And I swear to God, I got a real whisper in my ear, and it was like, Morocco.
It seems that you've always been really tapped into kind of what the universe is meaning, and you're ready to move according to these shifting invisible winds, these winds that are often invisible to other people. As everybody knows, I'm Lawrence. One of my identities is as a family doctor in Surrey, British Columbia.
So my name is Kemp. I am a purpose and confidence coach. Yeah, I moved back to Canada about a year and a half ago after living abroad for 16 years in Europe, Asia, and Africa.
That's definitely an adventurous spirit. And to go with just a backpack, tell us about Africa.
10 years old, I sat down and I was on the floor and looking up at the TV, and I watched a documentary on the Western Sahara. And right then and there, I knew I needed to travel. I was like, I'm out of here.
Wow.
And then flash forward, I'm 35. I just got out of a relationship that was really unhealthy. Tell me what you want. What do you want me to do? And I swear to God, I got a real whisper in my ear, and it was like, Morocco. And I'll kind of like slightly dismiss it. With my connection, I'm like, I have to have there has to be three very clear signs to me that this is what I'm supposed to do. Went to a client's house to teach them yoga, and out of the blue, I said, oh, Heather, you should go for the summer and work at this kite surfing place I went to last year. It's in the Western Sahara in Morocco. And I was like, what? And then like 2 days later, and a girlfriend invited me out, and we were in the park, and then all of a sudden she's like, oh, Heather, my friend's coming. She sat down, she goes, she lives in Morocco, you should go. It's like, okay, I've got to do it. I was so disconnected at times of my own inner self. There was times, like I said, like, yeah, I definitely had moments where I was like spot on connected and like totally in living in love. But those other times where I was living in ego and fear, it was all this like discombobulated BS, right? Of not really knowing what to tap into.
Dare you be human?
Yeah, and then as soon as that kind of, I really worked on that self-awareness, like tuning in and checking like what's going on here, and then I could come to this place of like starting to set boundaries, because I didn't even have a clue of what my boundaries were without having time to check into those once very numb feelings.
I've burnt out doing healthcare, and that's a boundary issue. Me thinking that it's about me, about my ego, exacting and actualizing various outcomes in different people's lives, like I'm the puppet master of their health journeys or something. So, I mean, that is ego. And burnout in healthcare, it is seeing that I'm alone in this. There's nobody else, not a higher power, not nothing else. It's about me doing this, therefore you get this. And that linear perspective of causality is not healthy.
And I'm sure I'm guessing here, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you had moments during that leading up to the burnout that like it was too much, and there was something inside of you that was like.
Yeah, there were times I'm an adult man, and I would go to my mom with tears in my eyes and saying, I can't do this anymore. What's going on? And my mom would just be her great self, which is, and my mom. My mom would be like, just listen, just be there, and then, and say, what do you think needs to change? Like, she would take a coaching approach. Gosh, what makes a healthy relationship? I think it's that understanding of healthy attachment, and understanding that I am complete in myself. Even though we are linked, we have children together, we have intimacy, but we also have space. We have space, and I will not over-identify, again, with her successes and failures. And I have to recognize that journey that we're all on, that we're all on that journey to, maybe get closer to our higher selves. Yeah, get closer to our higher selves. and that those journeys, even though we are intertwined in those journeys, my wife and I, that the pace of those journeys do not have to be exactly at the same pace. So I think it's all about boundaries. I think that's what a healthy relationship has. It has a respect. It has a care.
Well, you are one of the, nicest, most humble, caring, and thoughtful men I've ever met.
That's an honor. For someone who's been through 9 countries, that's an honor.
Yes.
If you enjoyed that trailer, don't forget to click the thumbs up and subscribe. You can find the link to the full-length episode in the description below.